What's happening, people? It's your boy Big Augs, and welcome back to the voice of the tune. Sheffield United 0, Newcastle United 8. 8-0. Not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, no, not 6, not 7, but 8. And I tell you not, it could have been 12, 13, 14, 15, man. Like, the way the game went, I was shocked, to be fair to you, the way Sheffield set up in the first 25 minutes of the game. I was thinking, what? Why are they so open? And I said in my match preview, if I'm them, I'll make it difficult for us to come there and, create chances. And I would probably have a low block. If I was them, I would have a low block. I'll force us to create. Because obviously, like I said, we haven't been too great on the ball of recent. We've been quite sloppy in the final third. And obviously not being our best on the ball, we may have struggled to create. But the way they played today, even if they set up that way to partner bus or to make it a difficult game for us, then I don't even feel like the game would have went that way. I feel like we would have still beaten them like the way we did, because they were so poor. They were abysmal, man. They were shocking, and no wonder why they haven't won this season. But I can understand why they set out to play the way they set out, because obviously they haven't won a game and they're at home, so they're looking for their first win. But you don't go toe to toe with Newcastle, like, especially if you ain't got the players to do so. There's probably only a few teams in this Premier League that can actually do that against us, and probably it work. And I'd say that's probably Man City and Liverpool. If you're not those sides, I would advise not to go toe to toe with Newcastle in terms of trying to have an open game and trying to, outrun us or make it a physical battle, because that's like our bread and butter. That's what we do. That's how we got top 4 last season. So I was so surprised in the first 15 minutes when I'm seeing their fullbacks flying high up the pitch, spare space in the middle. I'm thinking, what is happening there? What are they doing? But obviously, I'm like, cool. The pressure that was putting onto us, I knew, like, to myself, this ain't gonna last, because there's only going to be a matter of time where we're going to find the space, because they were leaving so much space. And then obviously Harvey Barnes got the injury, and then Anthony Gordon came on. And I feel like when Gordon came on, that's when the game changed. He started to push them further back. But even then, they were still trying to fly high. But even before the first goal, I felt like there were opportunities where we could have made and created chances from, but we didn't have the final ball. But because Sheffield was so poor, we didn't even need to get out of gear 2, like a second gear. Like, it was just like, it was for us a good performance, but they made it so easy for us, man. The first goal coming, Gordon down the left hand side. I think the ball, there was a question of whether or not the ball went out of play or whether or not it was handball, but it didn't go out of play. The ball didn't hit his hand, but it was obviously not intentional. And then Longstaff slotted it, and even Longstaff himself didn't want to celebrate too much because he thought he just might go to VAR and they cancelled out. But you could see in the replay, he's asking Anthony Gordon, did it go out? And Gordon said, no, it's a goal. Like, it's a goal. And 1-0, and some would say that came against the run of play because Sheffield were pressing us high, and they were trying to go be aggressive against us. And I just thought to myself, yeah, this ain't gonna work. So 1-0 became 2-0 very quickly. And then obviously through Dan Burn, Trippier's set pieces crossed it in. Dan Burn done well, actually, and I'm actually pleased for Dan Burn, because obviously, if you watch my previous videos, I've called him out. He was poor against Milan. Brentford targeted him. Brighton, so did Liverpool and Man City. So I called for a change in that area, but I understand why Eddie Howe plays him, because when Trippier goes forward, we're like a back three with Barr, Shaw, Botman, and Burn. So I can understand why Eddie Howe plays him, and I said that I've seen a stat where he's played like 54 consecutive games in the Premier League. So obviously Eddie Howe loves the guy, innit? And I'm glad that he put in a good performance today, because he needed that for himself, man. I mean, he's had some poor ones of recent, so for him to get on the score sheet, happy days, man. That's what I want. That's what I want. I want players. If I'm calling you out, I want you to prove me wrong, because that helps the team. So Dan Burn got the second goal, and then shortly after, Botman, again, Trippier assist, crossed it in easy. Like, it was just so easy, man. 3-0 at half time. And you'd think Sheffield United will switch on and clock on that, hey, this game's too open. Let's actually, like, close it out. Let's try to be a bit more compact. They did the completely opposite. Like, I feel like after half time they gave up, and then we came out, and I think Callum Wilson again scores 4-0. Gordon scores a screamer 5-0. Almiro and Bruno G and Isak sits the defender down to make it 8-0. And for me, is like this is what we needed after a difficult start. That's why I'm telling people, calm down. Like we've had a difficult run of games, innit? Like, it's not as bad as it looks, innit? Obviously, the first 5 games, obviously losing 3 of them was not great, but we had tough teams, and now we can start to just pick up points. And I didn't expect this to happen 8-0. I did say 3 points and a clean sheet, but not 8-0. Like not the way it happened. I thought like I said, Sheffield would make us have to create our own chances, but they gave it to us on the plate. They said, "Yeah, take," and we took it. And today we needed to be clinical, and we were. So I'm proud of that. I'm proud that our goal difference now is +9. That helps us massively as well, and it shows the importance of playing Champions League football. Because I feel like personally, when you're playing against these sides in Europe, you automatically raise your bar because that the levels that you're up against is higher. So you're now gonna play at a high level too. So it's nature, innit? If you go from one day to playing AC Milan and then next day to Sheffield United, you're gonna raise your level based on your last game, and I feel like that's what we did today. The boys raised the level massively, but however, it was made very easy for us by Sheffield United. They were poor, man. They were so bad, and if they continue to play like that, they're gonna have many massive defeats this season. They need to really look at themselves at home as well. They need to really go back and look at themselves, and how they let us have 22 shots as an away side, 22 shots, 15 on target, possession 59%, more passes, passing accuracy was better than theirs. They got 4 bookings, we got no bookings. We had more corners than them. Everything was in our favour, and we were the away side. So it shows that we are a very good side. That we can play football, because there were some times today that we played some good football. But like I say, it was made too easy for us. But I'll take it. Now we're 9 points. We got a difficult game during the week against Man City. So now the focus is on that. We can't celebrate too much, but the job's done. We battered them 8-0. I believe this is the first time in the Premier League that there's been 8 different scores in the game. So today was about breaking the record, record breaking, but also getting our confidence back. And you can see that it's getting back, to what it was last season. The boys are playing with some swagger now. They're looking like it's clicking. And long may it continue, man. In the league now, like I said before in my preview, we've got some decent fixtures where we can pick up points from. In the league next, we've got Burnley at home, and then I think West Ham the week after. So we can get points from these sides. So it's just a matter of putting in performances like today again and again and again, staying consistent, and we'll find ourselves back sort of at the top of the table where we belong. And I think this is what I can recall, but the last time I've seen us win 8-0 was Sheffield Wednesday, actually, at home. I was a kid then. I was like, I don't know, 4 or 5 years old. Let me know if that's true. But we have won 8-0 before. I think it was against Sheffield Wednesday at home. Shearer's scored a few goals. So we've matched our Premier League, our highest win in the Premier League today, both against Sheffield side. So yeah, I'm happy, man. Long may it continue. But now we focus on Man City. Thank you for watching. Make sure to comment how you thought the game went. Obviously, we're buzzing from the game. Who was your man of the match? For me, Anthony Gordon was my man of the match. He came on and made the difference. And obviously I'm delighted that he got his goal as well. So 8-0, 8 different scorers. We match our highest Premier League win. Happy days, man. On to the next game. Thanks for watching. It's your boy Big Uggs. Make sure to like, to comment, and to subscribe. And I'll see you next video. I'm out.